Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we're reviewing The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So, my history with this series is pretty spotty in that I only know that there was an older movie that started it all back in 1968 when the first Planet of the Apes movie came out. I know it was a critical and commercial success, spawning several sequels. Then there's the most recent trilogy of movies that came out starting in 2011 and ended in 2017. Those are what I like to call the Caesar arc of the Planet of the Apes mythos. Those were received critically well and can be argued that they were even more well regarded than the ones that started the whole thing in the first place. This one ties into that most recent trilogy, referring back to Caesar as somewhat of a martyr, the ape that stood up for apes and human coexisting together in a world wrought with chaos. In the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, we follow a new protagonist, however, named Noah. It's several generations after the reign of Caesar, and now apes rule the planet and humans are on the brink of extinction. Now a new ape claims to take the mantle as the new Caesar, hoping to usher in monkey kind into a whole new evolution. That monkey, known as Proximus, played by Kevin Durand expertly, chews up every scene he is in with a renowned confidence and entitlement that is fun to watch. Proximus believes apes, but most specifically himself, are poised for the next evolutionary jump, springboarded by a cache of weapons the humans have left behind in a vault near a derelict ship that they call home. You can almost fall victim to Proximus's charisma as he envisions apes relinquishing their shackles of subservience forever. He's that good. But of course, May, a mute human, is not so quick to relinquish the goods that she feels belongs to the humans.
This was a human place.
It is not yours.
It is now, isn't it?
Noah, of course, gets swept up in this battle when his village gets burned to the ground by Proximus's evil monkey henchmen. Now, Noah has a personal stake in the matter in which he must restore his clan to its former glory. I found it fascinating that Noah's clan fostered hawks as an animal that they both revered and used as a means for their clan to prosper. I want to share with you a story that I found funny. As you know, me and my wife go to the movies on a regular basis, and a lot of times we will have lunch or dinner before or after the movie. And sometimes we will base what we eat on what the theme of the movie is. My wife, on this particular occasion, wanted to go have sushi this time around, so I jokingly asked if monkeys eat fish. My wife wasn't sure. Well, when we went to go see this film, our question was answered not 5 minutes into the film when it's shown that Noah's clan used hawks to bring fish to them to eat. We found that comical. Anyway, Noah at some point teams up with an orangutan named Rocca. Rocca's played by Peter Macon and is another standout performance in this film. He overshadowed everyone else when he was on screen, and the few funny moments in the movie often involved the wizened orangutan. Rocca is kind of the bridge between the old trilogy and this new, soon-to-be trilogy. He enlightens Noah on the heroic exploits of Caesar and what his beliefs were on the coexistence of ape and human. By the way, humans are referred to as echoes in this movie, which I thought did a good job of encompassing where the humans' role in the current state of the world was. They're basically echoes of a civilization that was once the dominant species on the planet, but not anymore. As for the look of the film and the sound of the film, it's top notch, I think. I think the apes are made very believable by the folks behind Weta Workshop. CGI is good. The adventure scenes stand out. Buildings are overgrown with moss. Beach ships rust convincingly. Decrepit satellites are motionless in this world taken over by apes. It's all very pretty and believable. Sounds good, but nothing special. And I think it's because I'm not sure if there is an actual Planet of the Apes theme song. It definitely doesn't resonate like a John Williams Star Wars soundtrack, but it's good. All in all, the story interests me enough to have me follow along wondering what would happen next. And I liked how at the end, there was no clear answer on the question of who deserved to become the alpha in this fight for world dominance. And I also liked how that things were not just boiled down to a can't we just all get along mentality. there's some real evolutionary baggage here that needs to be worked out here. And I really felt that in this movie, it was really prevalent. It definitely leaves room for more movies to explore the dynamic between ape and human. The story's pacing does sag in spots, but there's nothing egregious that had me looking at my phone for the time. This is a well-made movie, and I'm looking forward to what's next. And what's more, I want to revisit the older trilogy of these movies. That's how good it is. I have to admit that as a kid, the Planet of the Apes universe occupied the same space as the Dune universe. As in, I wasn't crazy about them like Star Wars and Star Trek, but I feel now that these two franchises represent some of the best science fiction out there right now. So do yourself a favor and go see this. While you're at it, go see Dune 2 again as well. I'm giving Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes an 8 out of 10. So guys, see you next time when we venture into the void.